say that while the mission is evidently necessary, we don't have to be the ones doing it because others will. But Mr. Speaker, throughout our history, that has never been the Canadian way.
Prime Minister announces Canada's role in the Middle East conflict. A Toronto patient is being tested for Ebola. Initial reports say the test is only a precaution. Clashes break out on the streets of Hong Kong. Hi, and welcome to Humber News. I'm Victoria Shaka, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Here are today's top stories. Canada is prepared to go on a 6-month air combat mission to fight the militant group ISIS. Prime Minister Stephen Harper just announced in the House of Commons what the country is ready to do.
One could say that while the mission is evidently necessary, we don't have to be the ones doing it because others will. But Mr. Speaker, throughout our history, that has never been the Canadian way.
Parliament will only have one day on Monday to debate the motion. The Prime Minister told the House that Canada's contribution will include 1 air-to-air refueling jet, 2 surveillance aircraft, and any necessary air crew and support personnel. The mission's objective is to stop the spread of ISIS in the region and reduce its terrorist capabilities around the world.
It has never been the Canadian way to do only the most easy and praiseworthy of actions and to leave the tough things for others. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, colleagues, we should be under no illusion. If Canada wants to keep its voice in the world, and we should, since so many of our challenges are global, being a free rider means you are not taken seriously.
Meanwhile, allies are joining the fight against ISIS. Australia is set to deploy hundreds of fighter jets to strike against the group. Military aircraft have already conducted non-combat flights over Iraq as part of the U.S.-led coalition. Tensions are high in central Hong Kong. Hundreds of anti-protesters flooded the streets in a face-off against pro-democracy groups. Anti-protesters mobbed demonstration areas, trashing students' tents, and verbally attacking Occupy Central supporters. Police got involved when a series of clashes escalated into violence. The anti-protesters consist of mainly pro-Beijing supporters and local business owners, but some students say most are paid to counter-protest. The first day of the Muslim pilgrimage Hajj has begun. For 5 days, pilgrims will journey to Al Rama Mountain. The annual Islamic event is considered a mandatory religious duty and must be carried out at least once in a lifetime. Here at home, there's a possibility that Ebola has reached Toronto. A patient is in isolation at a Toronto hospital and is undergoing tests for the deadly virus. Officials say Ebola is very unlikely, but they are taking precautions and are expecting results today. The patient is experiencing a fever and has traveled to West Africa. The sparks were flying this morning in the latest skirmish in the Toronto mayoral race. CBC radio host Matt Galloway sat down with Doug Ford during Metro Morning, and the two of them pulled no punches.
What is it that now has brought you back?
Well, Matt, let me correct you again because you're being disingenuous with the listeners. Let's be honest here. Every day I was down there, CBC was there interviewing me. I worked 18 hours a day. I never missed a council meeting.
Did you miss those votes?
No, let me tell you something.
Did you
Matt,
miss those votes?
Matt, I've never missed a council meeting in 4 years to the exception of one meeting in 4.
Do you think you're a bully?
No, and everyone knows that down there. Absolutely not. If it means being called a bully to stand up for my brother and stand up for the taxpayers, anyone who wants to go down there and say yes, 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 it's going to cost the taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars.
The prize is the richest literary prize in Canada, and 2 members of the Humber College faculty are in the running for the honors. Humber News reporter Adriana Jung has the full story.
News has hit local bookstores about the top 12 novels on the long list recently selected for the prize. Sheila Kaufman, owner of Another Story bookshop, says this is the most prominent award for fiction in Canada.
Every year, whichever book is selected sells more than any other book. It's a book that just keeps selling and selling at Christmas time. It's amazing.
As soon as the Giller Prize long list is released, bookstores everywhere scramble to order these novels. Among the authors listed are 2 of Humber's very very own faculty members. Authors David Bismazgis and Miriam Taves have both taught at Humber School for Writers, where the director knows them well.
So we're very happy about those two. I read them both. Again, they're very different. One is about political morality, and the other one is about the pain of suicide.
There were over 100 novels submitted this year. Choosing an award-winning one won't be easy.
The problem with being a judge is that you get a lot of good material, and often you're comparing apples to oranges.
The top 5 novels and the grand prize winner will be announced October 6th. Adriana Zhang, Humber News.
Art lovers across the city are preparing for a sleepless night tomorrow. The 9th edition of Nuit Blanche has a lineup of 120 art projects and is completely free. Installations can be found at Nathan Phillips Square and surrounding downtown neighborhoods. Canadian environmentalist David Suzuki has begun a cross-Canada tour to promote his Blue Dot movement. Today he's speaking at Massey Hall, but on Monday he'll be right here at Humber. Marlon Gomez has the story.
Humber students are getting the chance to listen and participate in Suzuki's talk about modern farming. The event is geared towards capturing the attention of our generation and creating change at a local and national level. The event will take place next Monday, October 6th at Lakeshore Campus. Lindsay Walker, the sustainability manager for Humber, tells us what the Blue Dot Talks are all about.
The Blue Dot Tour itself represents the Earth. The Earth is the blue dot in the middle of the atmosphere, and he's looking at it as what are the changes, the real major things we need to do to keep that a blue dot.
The presentation will have 4 speakers talking about modern farming practices and the impacts they have on our health, land, and food security. People across the country can submit questions, which will then be asked during the panel discussion. Humber News sat down with Denise Gardner, who will be the moderator for the event. She tells us why this topic is so important.
And what I put in my mouth today is not the same things that my grandmother, who lived and grew up in rural Prince Edward Island in Kincora, PEI, would have put in her body.
The event starts at 11:15 and goes until 1:30. Students can watch the speakers by going to the music auditorium, watching it at the Blue Room, or tuning in on Humber's website. Marlon Gomez, Humber News.
When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports, and Rebecca will have your 3-day forecast.
What a nice day outside today. There are some clouds in the sky, but the sun continues to shine through. For this afternoon, we could be in store for some rain. Stay tuned after the break.
We've all been looking forward to the weekend, but today you have all the more reason to smile. It's World Smile Day. It's in honor of the late artist Harvey Ball, who created the beloved yellow smiley face. We took to the halls of Humber College to catch some of your contagious grins.
Smile Day.
Happy World Smile Day.
Happy World Smile Day.
Happy World Smile Day.
Happy World Smile Day. Keep safe and keep smiling.
Happy World Smile Day.
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 Happy Smile Day.
Happy World Smile Day.
Happy Smile Day. This is T-Stacks. Goodbye.